What is you guys? It's your boy Darian, man, back at it again with another review. Today we got Thûy Wings, man. This album came out like I think maybe 2 weeks ago. Oh no. But yeah, 9-track album, pretty short. I'm not gonna be saying much. And yeah, I mean, let's get right into it, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, I forgot what her last album was called. She made another album this year. Obviously, if you don't know about her, girls, wait, what? Girls Like Me Don't Cry. That's her hit overall. And I'm not gonna lie to you, man. That album over there, you can go check out my review. I felt like damn. I felt like there was a spark. There's definitely a chance for her to be a top tier artist in the pop game. But I'm not gonna lie to you. After this album, I honestly don't know what the fluff she's doing. But I do see a lot of positives while there are a lot of negatives also on this album here. So let's talk about it, man. First song that I want to get on the worst track usually because that's how I do it. Plus, it's only 9 tracks. It doesn't really matter which way I go. Role play. Now, most of this album is very sexual and typical pop artist style, sex sells and all that. Um, but you know, overall. I mean, this track is just another one of those weird, like, mall tracks that you're gonna play on, like, a Marshalls or something. You know those songs that you play over, just the speaker and stuff. And, sometimes they're fire, sometimes they're not. I definitely don't like this one because it just didn't really do anything. And also, I mean, trying to mix in a sexual track, over some mall stuff, mall production is kinda weird. Um it's not that those don't, I mean, those are definitely gonna be there regardless. I mean, you got Ariana Grande's and um, I don't know what else is in the mall. Uh, Carly Rae Jepsen's, I don't know. But those are usually cute and bubbly. This one just didn't do nothing for me. This one didn't have like I don't. This was just like I don't know why you put this out, but just wasn't it. And then What You Gotta Say featuring Blast. Shout out to her for getting Blast on a feature. I think that's awesome. Blast has done features for K Dot for who else has he even done features for? I don't even know. But he's done a feature for K Dot, and that's the guy. So getting Blast on this is kind of crazy. He's kind of like an R&B type of artist, I guess. I don't know. I don't listen to Blast. I just know he can make a good chorus. He kind of got that Ty Dolla Sign in him. You know what I'm saying? But this song was terrible. The production was horrible. The chorus was mid-tier at best. And I'm not gonna lie to you, you got Blast, but bro did not make a blast on the song because his feature was horrendous. I mean, when you get a good, someone that could be a good feature on your album, you gotta at least make them care for your feature, man. He did not. I'm sorry, but he did not care. He did not care. He's like, I'm gonna get my money for this, and I'm gonna go. I'm not giving you a good feature, Toy. You're not big enough for me, I guess. I don't know. It felt like he did not care. His it was a bad feature. It was not good. His lyrics were mid. He did not care. D8 sounded like a Playboy Cardi ripoff from a female. Um, just felt like I don't know what the fuck was that. Um, I mean the production wasn't that bad, I guess. What you're going to learn on this album, the production is not the worst thing in the world. But it's definitely all over the place. So, Crash and Burn, a song that literally has a producer that has done big artists like Drake, Bryson Tiller, um, I don't know who else, like big, I think Kanye. Like you got a big artist, big producer tag here. And honestly, when I heard the production, I just imagined SZA and Travis on it. So, um, it really sucked when I just didn't hear anyone but SZA and Travis on this. And it's not to say that you didn't do your job, but it's like if I can hear big tier, big name artists on this song right here, and you're just like you're not doing something to change mind from that perspective, it's just like it's not gonna do anything for me. And you could probably be like, "Oh, Darren, you're just being kind of a fucking asshole, bro." I mean, like she got the producer, she's doing her own song. Think about her, don't think about the other artists that are bigger than her. It's kind of hard to do that when you have a producer that has produced for Kanye, Drake, Chris Brown, Bryson Tiller, like big name artists, but you yourself aren't using it to your advantage, and you're not showing me that you can do it for yourself. I don't give a flying F what you think how I'm feeling about this. I don't like it because if I can hear those artists on it, but if I can't hear you on it, then you're clearly not doing something right with your musical talent. And that's exactly how I felt on this track. All right. Crash and Burn, honestly, that even sounds like a Charlie XCX type of title. And she wouldn't even honestly, she might even do more on this production than you would. Because again, this sounded like SZA, Travis. Hell, I could see Ariana Grande on this, and she would probably do it more justice. It's just saddening. You got big producers here, but you ain't doing shit with it. It pisses me off. I'm sorry. And then Shy Boy, shout out to Carly Rae Jepsen. She created I think a Shy Boy song too on her latest album. I think that dropped like a year or two ago though. I actually liked hers. And I know you're probably going like, "Oh, Darren, comparing again. You're a dick. You're just comparing. You're comparing." No, it's just showing this. She made a song with the Shy title, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it was like a dance pop, enjoyable song. I listened to this song, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I fucking hated the chorus. I fucking hated the production, and I don't feel like there was nothing put well into this track. I don't think she did anything well. She's just trying to be seductive towards Shy Guys. It didn't do shit. It didn't put any emphasis on what a shy boy is. It didn't put actual like details for it. It pisses me off because as a shy boy myself, this shit is unjustifiable garbage, and yeah, I'm being a dick. Oh well. But yeah, that's just how I felt. So yeah, it felt like honestly felt like a big throwaway. I don't know what the fuck that was. But let's get to the bangers, because there are bangers. Don't get it twisted. Fairy Godmother is the best banger off this album, and the craziest part is it's the first track off the album. The production was amazing. Her sex bars now make more sense looking back on it and actually reading the lyrics. Also, she has the master engineering that made all the crazy bangers of Kendrick Lamar. I just want to put that out there because I think that's quite fucking insane. Shout out to her. But the producer is someone that literally produces, and I'll keep it a buck. I'm not a big fan of a lot of Chris Brown's recent albums, and I'm not a big fan of even his deluxe stuff. But this is literally clearly a producer that has produced not just the latest Chris Brown stuff, and not like the latest. I mean the latest like that long ass album. I forgot what the fuck that shit was called, but that long ass album with the heart and everything, and with the colorful ass scheme. I think it's called Indigo. Yeah, that shit. He produced a lot off Indigo, and then he produced a lot off I think another Brown album that was a little bit earlier in like 20, maybe 17 to like 19 or something. I don't know. Either way, he's a Chris Brown producer, and I'm not gonna lie to you, this beat's amazing. Thûy does her fucking thing on it, and the concept is kind of like a MILF track. Uh, I don't know why it's called Fairy Godmother, but it's basically a MILF track. It's fucking weird, I know, right? But it sounds good regardless, and it gets the job done. It doesn't like overstate details. I feel like maybe if she put more, it might have been a little bit more kind of cringe. Even though it's technically kind of cringe already, but cringe does sell sometimes because it just sounds good. And honestly, the beat herself and the chorus is fire. So that's all I care about. Hair Down, same thing. I really like the chorus on this one. The production was pretty good. The issue what I have with Hair Down is her ad libs at one point are very atrocious, but Hair Down overall is a good track. Cloud 11 is a weird ass track that I guess is kind of like country pop. I don't know what the fuck that is, but it sounds good and passable and low key kind of enjoyable, and I'll let it slide. And then Wings is probably the most beautiful track off this album. It's really just her showing her vocals and showing her lyrics. and showing that she's, I guess, trying to. I don't know why it's called Wings because this whole album to me is more of a like sexual pleasure album with a lot of like sad moments because she's not completely happy. I don't know what this shit is. It's 9 tracks, but it's clearly not a thematic album, that's for sure. Yeah, but overall, I mean, it's sadly it is a downgrade from her last body of work. Again, she is a new artist. She's got a long way to go to make a good album in my eyes. Um, but I believe she can do it. To me, I feel like she just needs to stick with some. I mean, I don't know. I I would just stick with taking the Ariana Grande route and just trying to go from there. But who knows, man? She might make a good experimental. I mean, this to me was an experimental album, so I'm not saying she can't do it. I'm just saying if you're gonna do it, the biggest issue I have with the worst tracks is not just the choruses and the production, but like, can you make a track that, even though it is different in genre, can you actually put lyrics, put effort, put an actual reasoning to these worst tracks? And even with the best tracks, I love them, right? But like, you need a good chorus, you need good production, but you also need lyrics too. I mean, don't get it twisted. The Wings was probably the most complete track off this whole thing. Everything else really is just like production and chorus based. Not even the lyrics that really bring you any sort of effort on this. Like, I think if she's gonna make a body of work, please put your freaking all into it. But we'll see if she actually does that within the next, I don't know, 2, 3 years or something. I'll give her a long time because she's gonna need it. She got a blast feature. She has good production. The question is, can you do something with it? If you can't,